Oftentimes we are very impressionable when we're younger, particularly from the age of, all the way from age up to 1 up to 7, we are like a sponge. We take in all this information, and it really does formulate who we are now. So if our parents for some reason got tired of us wearing green pants to school, and they told us that we can't wear green pants, or even worse, they grabbed us by the shoulders and shook us as a young boy or girl and said, you can't wear green pants to school, they're not socially acceptable. And there was this horrifying look in their face. That would likely, or very could well, program something in us that we never wear green pants again in our entire life, or feel negative towards somebody that likes to wear green pants. And that's, when we think about these things, it sounds silly, but it does dictate what we are all about now in our lives, why we have these particular beliefs. And it could be anything. And our job is really to look at this on a very introspective, mindful, deep level, and ask ourselves, why are we what we are? Why do we have this particular belief? Why do we do the things that we do? Why do we wish to have what we wish to have? And why do we behave maybe the way we do, and that type of thing? So regression therapy allows us to go back and get a glimpse, not just a glimpse, but sometimes a real good hard look at how these things came about for us. And this next regression, or this is actually the first regression of these two. This one will be a in this life regression, and then the following one in the following video will be a past life regression. So please, the first thing you want to do is get very relaxed and just simply follow with what I'm going to be taking you through. It's going to be a guided imagery. It uses much visualization and sensualization, feeling and hearing and really experiencing at all levels, every way you can experience something, through the senses, and use that and see how it feels for you. This is just going to give you a taste. It's not going to take you into one of your own personal situations necessary. It could, but what we're going to do is give you a taste in how this can work and how we can go into these different areas of one's life. So please find a comfortable posture. Whether if you're a meditator, that might mean getting on your meditation cushion and getting situated that way. Otherwise, maybe for some of you, it might be a lazy boy recliner or just a good comfortable chair. But please find something to make yourself comfortable, and we will do this life regression. So we start by asking you to get comfortable, close the eyes, and bring your attention to something that is very mundane and almost boring. So it's a very good object to place our concentration on. What we're trying to do at first is really relieve any kind of thoughts about the past or the future and become very present and know that you're completely safe, and relax as much as you can. Allow the gravity to work its magic on you. If you're sitting in a chair, just find yourself sinking into that chair and feeling very comfortable. Any kind of stress or tension that you might feel, just let it slide away, just like butter on a Teflon pan. Relinquishing any thoughts of anything that has to be done or that should be taken care of in the future. Just telling yourself that all of this is just the mind creating the need for us to be thinking about the future, thinking about things that could be taken care of. Just letting all that slide by, let it just set aside right now. And for the time being, we're not concerned about the past. We are more concerned about just relaxing. Eyes are closed. Bring your attention to the breath. Notice the exhalation of the breath. Notice that the exhalation of the breath is much more comfortable than the inhalation. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I'd like to have you imagine that you're in a very, very comfortable room. The temperature is perfect. There's no annoying sounds. The environment is exactly the way you like it. And in this room, there's 10 stairs that you're going to come upon. You find yourself on the top of this flight of stairs. When you look down the stairs, they look very inviting. There's a hand railing there. And they look very safe. And on the bottom of these stairs, you notice that there's an area that you want to go to. This is very important for you, to make your way down these stairs, these very relaxing stairs, and make your way to the bottom. They're relaxing stairs because every step that you take on them will allow you to go deeper and deeper into relaxation. This is something that you want to happen, and it will happen. You just allow. Your intention is to relax. Your intention is to allow the muscles in the body to become very, very soft. Allowing the eyes to remain closed and your breathing to be very, very even. We're not trying to change anything. We have no preference for anything. We just want to relax. Now look at your feet and notice that when you look at them, you can see your right foot stepping up and then stepping down on the first step of this 10-step stairway. And even that first step, you feel very comfortable and relaxed. You know inside that this is going to be a very, very good journey for you. You see your left foot stepping, rising up, and then stepping down on the next step, step 8 of the stairway. You can hang on to the railing or the banister if you like. You're very, very comfortable and you feel very safe. Stepping down on step 7, feeling so wonderful. Very relaxed and very much in control. Stepping down onto step 6. And then step 5. You're halfway down the stairway already. You're very thankful that you're taking this journey, and you know it's exactly what you want to do. Step 4, even more relaxed. Step 3, you're deep into relaxation. You have a clear understanding of what your purpose here is, and you're very happy to do it. You step on the second step of the stairway, and the first step, and now you're at the bottom of the stairway of relaxation. You're in the very bottom of the 10-step stairway. You look ahead of you, and you see, to your delight, a walking path. It's inside and it's very nicely lit. You notice that this path is leading you right into a hallway. It's a walking path that is indoors. It's actually tile and it's leading nicely into a very lit hallway. This hallway has doors on both sides. But it's more than just a hallway. This hallway represents your timeline. And where you're standing at this moment, looking down this hallway, is where you are in this present moment. You're very relaxed and very happy to be here. As you look down and look forward down this hallway, you are looking back into time, back at this current lifetime. So you're standing in the present moment, and every step that you will be taking forward, you'll actually be going back into time. And this is something that you want to happen, and you feel very safe and happy doing so. As you make your way down this hallway, slowly walking, you see different things, different items on both sides of the hallway. These items represent this time. The things that you're looking at next to you are items that you actually were working with and dealing with in this time period. In fact, it was just yesterday as you walked down. In fact, laying on the ground close to your feet are many of the things that you actually touched yesterday. There might be a computer keyboard or a few things that you actually threw away into the garbage. It's all there. These are very symbolic things. You can see them in full detail. Notice the colors and the shapes and the sizes of each one of them. There will be things that you have used every day just recently. And there will be things that you use and really don't pay much attention to, such as perhaps a hairbrush or a washcloth. There could be a wrapper or something that you've thrown away. There it is, a symbol that represents yesterday, just lying there. Slowly walking down this hallway, each step representing time. Each step presents a day, or maybe even several days, perhaps a few weeks. You are slowly, casually walking along until you come upon an interesting door on your right. A door on your right. On this door, there's a sign that reads 2014. You find yourself looking back in time, back into the year 2014. Beyond this door will be a scene, or there will be something symbolic. There might be people, it could be a place, things that represent your life back in 2014. Reach down and put your hand on the doorknob, actually feeling the doorknob in your hand, and knowing that you're very safe and very willing to experience what is ever on this other side of this door. Now open the door and see what's there. Don't try to create anything. Just see with the mind's eye and experience through your senses of touch, feel, and hearing. Just experience what is there. It may be very, very vivid. It may be like a dream where there's different scenarios in different areas of this room. Just take a moment and see what comes to mind. It may be clear or it may be foggy. It doesn't matter. Just experience what is there and see if there's anything that you can learn from this experience, from this scene. And ask at this moment, what is the most important thing that I might be able to take away from this experience? What is happening? What are you experiencing? Your time is very short here because we're going to be doing a lot of exploring. So you want to slowly back yourself into the hallway and close the door behind you. You're back in the hallway now. It's pleasantly lit. And again, you can see different items along the side of the hallway. These items represent your past years. Several years in the past, 2014, as you walk forward, you walk towards the symbols and things that represent your past of more years. And then you look up and you notice a door as you walk along to the left. On this door it says 2011. You're very intrigued and very anxious and happy to open this door to see what's on the other side of it. What is beyond this door? This is your life in the year 2011. Several years from today, see your hand reaching for the doorknob and opening the door. Again, not trying to create anything. What do you see? You are experiencing an event or a situation that took place in the year 2011. Notice all of the details of the situation. Notice the things that you see in the room. Perhaps it's a place, a person. Is there furniture? Are you with somebody? How do you feel as you view this situation? Now look at it with interest and with the idea that there is something to gain, something to learn as you see this. You may see it like watching a movie. You may view it as if you're actually in the scene itself. You might see yourself in all the details as how you looked in the year 2011. It may be sharp images and it may be fuzzy and scattered. Whatever is there, know that it's there for your benefit. And it's something for you to learn from. When you use this information correctly, you can learn a great deal from it. So what is there? What is to be learned from this experience that you're witnessing? Can you see that it is not only memory but a learning tool? Ask yourself, what is the most significant information that you can learn from this experience? Remembering everything that you saw and experienced from this room. And now back yourself into the hallway, closing the door behind you. And now you find yourself in the hallway in the year 2011. Many years in the past. And you now make your way down the hallway once again. You are seeing and experiencing symbols and many things along the way. Many things scattered along the sides, things that you have forgotten about. All of the different things that you've learned and that maybe you used and then never even gave it much thought. So you forgot about it. Some of the trash that you left behind perhaps, and some of the things that you created that other people have valued in their life. And as you make your way into the past, you're passing doors with dates on them. 2010, 2009, 2008, 2007, all the way to 2001. The year 2001. This door is on your right, feeling very relaxed and knowing that there is useful information on the other side of this door. You see your hand reaching down and turning the doorknob. You open the door and you look in this room, and what do you see? 2001. You're witnessing an event. Seeing with the mind's eye, visualizing your life in 2001. What is happening? What do you see? What can you learn from this experience? Is there something that you can take from this? Is there something to be learned? We have more things to experience. So find yourself backing out of this room, remembering everything that you saw, everything that you witnessed. and find yourself in the hallway again, back in the timeline of your life. Now you look way down the hallway. This is a very, very long corridor. There are many, many things lying on the side. You begin to walk towards the back of this corridor, passing many things that represent your past life and your past experiences. You begin to see toys, you begin to see small clothes, tiny shirts, tiny pants. You begin to see diapers, baby food jars, baby bottles, many things that were used in your upbringing. And at the end of the hallway is a door facing directly towards you. It's as white as a sheet. It's the last door in this hallway. And you know what is behind it. You're very happy to experience this. And now you see your hand reaching down, and as you begin to open the door, you realize that this is a very special situation. That it is very significant for you. Very significant for you and for your mother. Every one of us has had this experience. Every one of us came into this world in the same way. You're about to experience what we have all agreed to call our birth. Using this word birth is when we seemingly begin this journey. Standing in the doorway, looking in front of you, you see your mother, a younger woman, in a situation that all mothers go through. Your mother is experiencing pain and excitement, a moment that she has been expecting and waiting for 4 months. And as you view this, you can see your small body emerging from your mother's body. There may be other people in the room. You may see doctors or nurses, and you may see midwives, you may see your father. Who do you see in the room? What significance might this have for you? Now, seeing your own birth, what humans have all agreed to call a birth, is the first glimpse of this body that you are now using. A very tiny, small, fragile body that relies on others for all of its needs, for its survival, and for its start in life, so that someday it can be able to go on this journey through this hallway, this timeline, as you have just done. Witnessing your own birth, seeing your mother give birth to you, ask yourself, what can I personally gain by seeing this situation, by witnessing this event? Is this only my imagination, or is this visualization containing useful information that I can use to make my life more complete in this moment? Now close the door to this room, this being the final room in your current life. There's many rooms to explore, many areas to look into in this lifetime. And you know that you can return at any time. But at this time, you turn around and look back down the hallway from where you came. And you know it's time to return. You're walking down the hallway, and now you notice the doors with the numbers and the dates on both sides. The first door on the right is the very first year of your life. The next door on the left is your second year of your life. And as you make your way down the hallway, down this corridor of life, this lifetime, all of the items that were laying in the hallway, you can now choose to let them all be a part of the past and let them go if you wish. Nothing needs to be hung on to. Although you can bring back anything you wish, anything that is useful, anything that you can learn from and that will make your life that you are now living to be more complete. And somehow allow your life and help your life be more happy and more inspirational. Now making your way down the hallway, passing the years very quickly, you come back to the stairway that you originally came down. These are the stairs that originally brought you to the beginning of this timeline, this hallway of time. You see yourself stepping up the steps, knowing that when you reach the top of the stairway, you'll come back to full consciousness. And you will find yourself back into this room, fully energized, as if you took a long, peaceful 8-hour nap, feeling happy and retaining all of the beneficial information that you accumulated in this regression. You see your foot stepping into step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, beginning to feel your fingers and toes, step 5, step 6, feeling your arms and legs, step 7, step 8, beginning to feel consciousness coming into your body, step 9, beginning to feel fully awake and alert. Step 10, you're back in the room feeling happy, inspired, and remembering everything that you experienced in this regression. Eyes are open. And now please take a few moments and find something to write with. Take a pencil and a piece of paper and write down any kind of distinguishing remarks that you can remember from these rooms. The first room was 3 years in the past. The next room was 5 years in the past, approximately. And then the other rooms were 15, and then the room of your birth. We're using the dates 2014, and then 2011. What happened in 2011 for you? And then 2001. What happened in 2001? What did you see in the room? And then again, in the room of your birth. Just take a few moments and write down anything that will help solidify these experiences that you had. They might not mean a lot at the time, but just keep writing. Don't try to get too cognitive, and just write these things out. And they should serve you well in the future. It's very much like dream work. If we don't write down what our dreams are, we will forget them almost immediately. And then when we come back to these writings of our dreams, it's enough to trigger all of the memories, and we can oftentimes remember the entire dream. So jot down a few things, and hopefully you'll be able to use these in the future. And remember that the doors of consciousness stay open for a good 3 years after you have this kind of experience. You will be you'll be able to put the pieces together, and these things, situations will come up for you, and hopefully show you new discoveries and new understandings about you and what happened in the past. So keep writing, and Eventually I'd like to have you let some of this kind of soak in. You can meditate on it a little bit if you like, and then eventually move on to the third video that we'll be presenting here, which is past life regression. So thank you very much. I hope this experience was worthwhile for you.